Hey everybody, this is Rustin with Metalholic Magazine and The Examiner. With us today, the guys from Dirtfedd. How you doing?
Good, man.
Awesome.
I'll let you introduce yourselves.
I'm Dustin, do vocals.
I'm Eric. I play guitar, do backup vocals.
Brock, drums.
Nice. Well, it's nice to have you here on Mayhem Festival, and also here in Boise. We don't get enough great rock bands coming through here, metal bands, of course.
It is a privilege to be here.
Absolutely. Now, you guys are out on Mayhem Festival. Huge freaking tour. You guys got to be psyched about that.
Oh, dude, totally honored even just to be on it, man. We got pretty much almost the whole thing, too. So it's exciting, yeah, for sure, man. It's been a blast so far. We're only the fourth day in, so only the fourth show in.
Right.
We're from Lincoln, Nebraska, which is just flyover country for everybody else. But, so for us to be out here doing this is, we're extremely grateful.
Now, what's it like for bands coming up in a place like Nebraska where you guys don't get a lot of music through there? It's sort of just cordoned off from the rest of the country in a way.
Unfortunately, yeah. But it just makes you focus more on it. You like fine-tune your shit, and you get more pissed the fuck off, really.
Actually, it's kind of works to your advantage being from an area like that because you don't tend to get sucked into any sort of genre or scene or whatever. Kind of get the freedom to develop your own style and sound. Whereas like in LA or certain parts of the country, there's millions of bands and everyone's trying to like sound like each other.
There's scenes, Lincoln really does not have a scene.
Yeah, we don't.
Creating your own scene. Well, for those who don't know anything about Dirtfedd yet, can you give us a little backstory on the band, how it all came together? And
you want to go for that one?
Yeah. We started in 2002, us three actually, and some ex-members that are no longer in the band. 2002, we just got together and
started drinking.
Drinking was very heavily involved, and but also we were very serious too. I mean, kind of like a good mixture of work hard, play hard type of thing, and we definitely. It wasn't just like, oh, we got together just to jam. And
get pussy.
We were serious about it, right? We were serious about it right off the bat to take it as far as we could. We all had kind of the same mentality. Started playing shows, and we just tended to get a pretty decent following right away, and that was 10 years ago. Fast forward to, we met Sean from Slipknot in 2007, I believe. He kind of took us under his wing and wanted to produce us, and we've been with him ever since. Just kind of, he's been helping us along. He got us on this tour, so.
Nice. It's nice to have friends in high places.
Exactly.
Now,
It comes with its punishments too, though.
Yeah.
But you guys get to see Slipknot every night too, so you can't go wrong there and everything.
Yeah.
So, what, aside from Mayhem, which is obviously the huge thing going on in your camp right now, what's going on in the Dirtfedd camp? What's going on after this tour? What's going on with music?
Not fest.
Not more
That's it,
Slipknot.
Yeah, definitely more metal, more hard rock, more partying, booze, women.
So we're really honored to be a part of the first Not Fest ever, and it's not just going to be a one-time deal. They're wanting to turn it into a yearly thing, like an Ozfest possibly. And we're on the very first Not Fest, we're the very first band of the day. So that's pretty cool to me. It'd just be like, how would you feel if you were the first band on the very first Ozfest? It's pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys get out there early, people.
Yes.
I think when we get back, we've got a lot of new music.
Yeah, a lot of new material.
That's written and ready to be recorded, and
Some of it's already
hopefully we can
pre-produced.
get to that.
Now, do you guys go with the old classic recording, or are you guys Pro Tools guys, new age?
We used some tape on the first album for the drums. Rest of it was mostly digital with Pro Tools, high def, I think, yeah.
Yeah, we had the freedom to record our first album, The American Nightmare. We actually had the freedom to record the drums to tape, just because Clown was really big on that. He wanted the drums to go to tape because it gives it more of a big, warm sound.
We did the album in Nebraska as well.
Recording to tape's expensive. You gotta have someone that really knows their shit to be able to engineer it.
So hopefully then, when will we see the next album?
It's hard to put a date on it right now. It's like but I'd like to get one out by spring next year. Jeez, I'd like to.
So
The goal
sometime,
is to-
assuming the world doesn't end in December, as
Right.
the zombie apocalypse doesn't take over. And
Hopefully, you know,
Sebastian's gonna watch out, dude.
telling you.
It's gonna make zombies everywhere. We're gonna have to like fight them off.
hopefully early next year.
Nice. So now I've sort of been asking everybody today because it's a big thing going on, and of course being July 4th, Independence Day, I can't help but think our brother in arms, Randy Blythe from Lamb of God, despite the fact that he came up with his bail money, isn't a free man.
Right.
Yeah, that fucking blows.
Yeah. I mean, what do you guys think, not only of the situation of what happened and everything, but I mean, you guys are now in an era where social media, I mean, the era of the rock stars
So
gone.
I didn't know about it until it was on Jason Ellis' show. It said like Kerrang posted up that he had gotten. Like I didn't even know there was a fight that even happened before.
Well, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Guy jumps on the stage 3 different times. The third time he pushes him off. Apparently the kid hit his head, went into a coma.
I hit a dude in
and
the
then-
head like twice today. Once in the face. Like he grabbed me by the belt and pulled me into the freaking rail and racked me and then hit me in the gut.
Yeah, it's like, so how do you guys feel? Because you guys are in an era
Self-defense,
where
man.
it's all
If it's something
social
like that.
media, where your fans are literally an arm's reach away, unlike the era that I grew up in where they were like exalted and you couldn't get anywhere near them. So how do you guys think about the whole situation as a band? And then does it give you guys any concern knowing, because you guys are going to be playing a lot of small clubs and festivals like this as well?
I mean, the whole thing is really bizarre, you know, and you know, from what I know about it, yeah, it sounds like a bunch of crap, really.
If you can't defend yourself, I mean, if it's one thing if you're like going after a person, beating the living shit out of them, you know, being a dick. Well, yeah, then yeah. But if you're just like it's some dude that keeps getting at you and attacking you on stage, there's a certain freaking line that gets drawn. You gotta be able to freaking be like, get the fuck off me, dude. You know,
I mean, what would have happened if he would have got up there and stage dove and nobody caught him? And the same thing happened, like.
Or God forbid,
Is
Alvaro
that-
Sevilla, have we forgotten that? I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I mean, someone can get killed. You know?
Yeah, well, I mean, look what happened to Dimebag. Guy comes
Yeah.
on stage and just
Yeah.
opens fire.
Right.
You know, how do you know when you're a
Well,
musician?
that's the thing. Like you can't. That's really heightened everyone's awareness about just people getting on stage.
Don't think we have to
blame.
like,
I don't
worry
blame
about
them
it
at all.
because if you do that, that's going to drive you nuts, you know. But still, it's like this.
Well, just for fun then, on a lighter note before we get
yeah,
out of here
sure.
then. Not the first album you ever bought necessarily, but the first album you got that really made a difference in your life, maybe that moment of epiphany, if you will.
It's an easy one.
Metallica Black Album. Cassette.
Not even an album anymore, the Metallica Black
I had a
cassette.
cassette. And it's like, yeah. That one, I listened to that thing until the tape was freaking worn the fuck out, dude. And my little Sony Walkman, and fucking I was just like, oh, dude, retarded. I was like, yeah, I could handle playing music the rest of my life. I want to get drunk and do stupid shit.
What about you?
I'm gonna say Pantera, Far Beyond Driven.
Nice.
That was a good one, too.
Great call.
Yeah. Mine, I was probably like 6 years old. I had an older brother. And I always I had this little Fisher-Price tape player that played like, you know, books on tape, whatever, when you're a little kid. But anyway, I used to steal his Motley Crue Shout at the Devil album. And
In a Fisher-Price toy.
yes, no kidding. And I would listen to it and just stare at the tape, the album cover, and like, just because those guys looked so crazy at that time, you know. This wasn't back in the Shout at the Devil era, but so I'm not that
Still,
old.
classic album.
But yeah, I listened to it and I was into them because they looked cool and they had hot girls in their videos, and that's what.
I guess
And then I gradually got into heavier stuff.
live.
What's that?
What made me want to do this more was the first live show that I saw. That was different. That's where I really had my biggest hit.
Who was it?
That was Slayer, God Hates Us All tour. Like I'd never seen a metal performance live by a professional band until that tour, and that, like I was like, I have to do this for sure. This is what I must do. Otherwise, I'm going to hurt someone else or myself.
So this really became an outlet for you then.
Yeah.
Especially growing up someplace like Nebraska where there's not a whole lot else going on except
Exactly.
football.
Football and alcohol, yeah, and pussy.
Love our football.
All right, so last question for those who have not become dirt fed yet. Obviously they'll get a chance if you guys are spending this much time with Slipknot, but if you had to pick one song to tell somebody, listen to this song, this is who we are, which one of your songs would you tell them to listen to?
Salute.
Salute.
Yeah, I'll go with Salute too, yeah.
Nice.
Sex, drugs, and violence.
There you go.